Hello everyone, it's George, and in this video I'll show you how to play Catalan opening. The closed Catalan is white. So let's start at the d4, knight to f6, c4, e6, d3, and d5, bishop to d2, bishop to e7, knight to f3, both side castle. And in the previous video I showed you how to continue after d takes c4, which is main line, just to play knight e5. But in this video I want to speak about closed katana, which continues as a knight bb7. In this particular variation, the main plan for white is to place his queen on c2, place his knight to d2, and then prepare for e4. As for blacks, they are generally playing c6, b6, placing their bishop on b7 or a6, and then placing their rook on c8. This particular variation is generally played by black when they are facing the Catalan opening for the first time and they don't want to learn much well about it. So let's continue into c2, c6, knight b2, b2, b6, and b4. In this particular position, blacks have a number of ways to continue. Let's start with b takes e4, knight takes, queen takes, and bishop to b2 because white are continuing to 6-1, and then if blacks continue by it's right, rook to d1, and if blacks plays knight to f6, you simply retreat your queen to d3 and try to place your bishop on a4 on e5 and have a nice game in the center because in this position the white's center is much better of course. If your opponent plays queen to c2, then place your bishop immediately on f4, and after changing this bishop, the white's position is simply better because this bishop on d2 is a bit better than this bishop on b7, and if white's wants to play c5, it would be very good because this bishop on b7 will take so lot time to go into the game, and white's bishop on g2 will be much more active. So let's continue. Instead of capturing this e4 pawn, blacks generally play bishop to b7 or bishop to a6. So let's pick both of them. If they play bishop to b7, we just play e5, knight to e8, and capturing this c4 pawn, takes, and into a4. And if you see this position, the yes, you will notice that white's position and space advantage is really promising, and whites are slightly better. They will simply place their rook to e1 or d1 and place the knight on f1, place the bishop on d2 or e3, and try to have some game, a nice game on c5. And the same can be said about bishop to a6. After we play e5, knight to e8, and after rook to d1, rook to c8, take this d5 pawn, c takes, and queen to a4. And as I told you about the bishop to b7 variation, in this particular variation also, you place your knight on f1, your bishop on b2, and your rook on c1, and white's position I think is slightly better because of this edge advantage and this mobility. So let's continue. Well, that's all what I wanted to say about on this particular variation, but on closed Catalan there is one more thing I want to notice. In this position, instead of bishop to e7, black generally play bishop to b4 check. And after this move, the main move is bishop to d2, but I don't like this move because when they go to e7 and we just continue like this, as I showed you, and c6, the d2 square is now occupied by our bishop, and it and we have to lose one tempo to develop our knight on d2, and I think that this bishop on c1 was much better located than the bishop on g2. So instead of just playing bishop at b2, my recommendation would be to play knight to b2. And let's continue. Of course, the blacks can't capture this c4 pawn because after the check they will use the knight. Of course, if they play knight at d6, we first capture this knight and then capture this bishop. So instead of d takes c4, they will simply castle, and we play knight to f3, and in this position blacks a number of ways to continue. Firstly, if they capture this pawn, we play into c2, and after castling, try to uh, regain this pawn by knight or sometimes by queen. If blacks try to hold this pawn by king to d5, we simply capture, and if they don't capture this pawn on the next move, we are going to capture this pawn on c4. So after black captures, we capture by bishop, and now our threat is to play rook to a1 and capture this pawn, and the blacks may try to hold this by knight to c6, but we play e3, and in this position there is no way for black to defend this c4 pawn, and after we regain it, because we have two bishops and our g2 bishop is much better than black's light square c8 bishop, I think that white's position is completely better than black's position. So let's go back. Instead of b takes d4, blacks may try c6 and continue the closed Catalan. And after we simply play castle, knight b2 d7, and into c2. We continue the way we did in the variation which I showed you, bishop to d7, and in this position we also would play a3, and then when the bishop retreats, we play b4 and try to have a nice game at the queen side, and of course try to prepare this e4 pawn, e4 break, which is crucial in the closed Catalan variation. Instead of c6, blacks can try b6 immediately, and after b6, uh, we just play a3, and if when blacks retreats, we castle, and after bishop b7, we take this d5 pawn. And no matter how black we capture it, let's say they capture the pawn, we play b4, bishop to b2, and once again our aim will be to go e4. If they capture by knight, first let's play into c2 and then b4 and bishop to b2. And this position is quite good for white because they will play e4 and in some of the positions, and they will have a quite good center points. So this position seems to be slightly better for white. So that was all what I wanted to show about the closed Catalan, and in the next video, which I will upload soon, I'll show how to play the open Catalan, which will continue by it takes support. Okay, that was for today. Bye.